This video is made possible by my patrons on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Xiomaro and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, hasn't it? I thought I'd make a quick update video so you guys know what's going on. You may have noticed that my content kinda just wound down and then completely stopped around December. This wasn't really the plan. The reason things wound down a little around September to November was because I was moving house and it was occupying a lot of my time. But the plan was for things to pick back up again around the middle of November, but unfortunately, life kinda happened. Without getting too far into it, my granddad got quite ill a few days before I properly moved house, and sadly he passed away at the beginning of December. He did go through treatment for a rare form of cancer, so it wasn't a total shock, but he was an incredibly fit man and never really acted his age. Plus, when me and my brother were growing up, my dad had to spend a lot of time out of the country because of his job, so my grandparents used to come and visit a lot to help my mum out, so losing him was definitely a big deal for me. But on the plus side, I still have two lovely grandmas. But it's always really sad to lose a family member. And if that wasn't bad enough, while I was at the funeral down in England, my brand new house got broken into, which was just great. Luckily, everything that was taken was insured, but it still sucks to think of someone breaking into your home. I was actually really looking forward to giving you guys a tour of the new house, but this whole thing kinda opened my eyes to security concerns. The dude who broke in most likely saw us packing our bags to go somewhere, which is super creepy to think about, but I guess it's a good lesson in life. I've been lucky enough that something like this hasn't happened before, and I'm doing my best to make sure it doesn't happen again. I've now got a security camera / floodlight in the back garden that sends a notification to my phone if there's movement in the garden. I would definitely recommend getting one if you don't have one already. And if that wasn't crappy enough, my girlfriend's mum's fiance has just been diagnosed with cancer as well. Honestly, it's just been a rubbish few months for the family. I know you shouldn't let this stuff affect you, but I guess it's easier said than done. Plus, once you get out of the habit of doing something, in this case, making regular content, the longer you go, the harder it is to get back into it. But I really do want to get back into making videos again. I said a while back that I was branching out and moving away from just doing battle right content, and I plan to do exactly that. The tricky thing is, I want to make videos that you guys find interesting, and it's tough when the channel was built on such a unique game. If it was a channel about, I don't know, some Korean MMO, let's say Arcade back in the day, it would be easy when interest declines to move on to the next big MMO. In Arcade's case, it was Black Desert Online. But Battlerite doesn't really have any obvious rivals. Some of you guys come from an MMO background, others are into League of Legends and stuff like that, some of you are into playing Smash Bros and whatever. And you can kind of see the parallels between Battlerite and any of those games. WoW Arena, MOBAs and fighters all share some similarities with Battlerite, but none of them are quite the same as Battlerite. I've mentioned a few ideas in the past for what I'd like to do moving forward. Some of those things are quite realistic, while others, I've discovered, are quite hard to pull off when you're a one-man team like me. So rather than saying what I'm going to do moving forward and then failing to deliver, I'm just gonna try a few things out and see what you guys are into. So I'd really appreciate your honest feedback in the coming weeks. For example, I tried out a few Overwatch videos and I got 1 or 2 comments saying that Overwatch feels saturated when it comes to video content, and that was actually really helpful feedback. I started this channel because I wanted to create something that wasn't already there. Initially, that was daily Battlerite content, and I want to carry that mentality forward. Those commenters were totally right. There's literally no point talking about Overwatch because everything that could be said probably has already been said. So that idea is now in the bin. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm just gonna quit an idea because one person doesn't like it, but I do listen to you guys. So if I agree with something you say, I'll usually do something about it. I remember in one of the first videos I ever made, someone said I should try to sound a little more enthused, and I really took that on board. And now, when I listen back to some of the first videos I did, it's hilarious how bored I sound. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I just wanted to say a huge thanks to everyone who's stuck around on my Discord channel and in the comments on the older videos over the last few months. Despite me doing basically nothing for a few months, you guys have actually stuck around. So for that reason, I'm not gonna let this awesome community fizzle out just because a few crappy things happened. So onwards and upwards. I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year, and the best of luck to everyone with whatever you choose to do in 2019. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.